sex from them in exchange for their freedom. The filing's been delayed because other women are now coming forward, their attorneys say, with similar allegations. Pam Zeckman broke this story on Sunday. She's here with the latest developments. A news conference held today as well. Pam?
David and Tracy, the attorneys say they are now interviewing several women who have called saying they were victims of misconduct. And if valid, their complaints will be included in the lawsuit. They also say other officers are to blame for what happened after the 3 women we originally reported on were arrested for soliciting for prostitution. The 3 women held a press conference today outlining their allegations about sexual demands made by Officer Eugene Jennings and blaming other officers who failed to protect them.
To be propositioned like that, and with all the policemen in that station making all the little comments, I have never been so afraid or frightened in my life.
They say others in the 18th District will also be sued because they overheard Jennings talk about his plans and failed to report it.
Officer Eugene Jennings told his partner that he was going to have fun with these girls tonight. He was going to selectively choose which ones he wanted to have sex with, essentially, and asked him did he want to take part in it.
He said that he did not want any part of it. He was going on another job, but he was a police officer. Even if he did not want a part of what was happening to us, he had an obligation to help us.
As we disclosed, Robin and another woman, Nicole Tate, spent the night in jail after they rebuffed Jennings' alleged demands. But 19-year-old Olivia gave in after Jennings threatened her with a night in the county jail.
She felt the whole night that she was not free to leave until he was sexually satisfied. Nobody should ever be put in that situation. She has to sexually satisfy this man in order to be free from this man.
Jennings has been taken off the street pending the conclusion of the police department's investigation. And today, the mayor said he expects more action will be taken against the 10-year veteran with the department.
I don't care if he's a 1-year veteran or 50-year veteran. It doesn't matter. It's wrong. So he'll be dealt with very seriously in the investigation.
An investigation jump-started after our inquiries, according to the women's attorney.
It wasn't until one of the reporters, Pam Zeckman, got on the case that the department became responsive to the pleas of these ladies.
Officer Jennings has declined to comment on camera, but says the charges are not true. The other officer, his partner for that night, has not returned my phone calls. Tracy and David.
Thanks, Pam. A warning.
Demanded sex in return for dropping charges against several women. Now the police department is bracing for a lawsuit. NBC5's Anita Padilla live now in the newsroom with details. Anita?
Marian, apparently more women are coming forward with similar accusations against this officer, and so plans for filing the $50 million lawsuit have been put on hold. But so far, 4 women say the officer intimidated them into an evening of sex in exchange for reducing the charges against them.
I have never been so afraid or frightened in my life. And I hope this never, ever happens to another woman here in Chicago.
Robin Lance says she was forced by a Chicago cop to trade sex for freedom. She's among 4 women who today say their civil rights were violated by Officer Eugene Jennings of the 18th District.
He made it crystal clear to these ladies that if they did not cooperate, they faced stiff punishment.
It all started when the exotic dancers say they were booked for a private show at this downtown hotel. Waiting for them was a plainclothes officer who allegedly wanted sex instead of a dance. When they refused, they say he arrested them. The women say Officer Jennings put them in an interview room, and it was there, they say, that he threatened them with felony charges unless they agreed to have sex with him.
He embarrassed me, he defamed me, he degraded me, made lewd comments.
Nicole Tate says she spent the night in jail when she refused to have sex with Jennings. 2 other alleged victims say they met him later that evening. The 3 reportedly went to another downtown hotel and engaged in sex for several hours. The officer involved is now on desk duty and stripped of his arrest powers. Today, Mayor Daley says if the allegations are true, then Jennings should be held accountable.
Again, you have to be vigilant at all times dealing with issues, whether in the police department or any other federal, state, or local agency.
And police are investigating this with their Internal Affairs Division. Now, this lawsuit is expected to name a second officer who the women say was aware of what Officer Jennings was doing that night. They say he had a moral obligation to report misconduct to his own superiors. Reporting live in the newsroom, Anita Padilla, NBC 5 News.
Okay, Anita, thank you.
Against the officer, the city of Chicago, and the police department. Today, 3 of those women came forward to tell their stories. ABC 7's Charles Thomas joins us from the newsroom with more. Charles?
Well, Linda.